so it is in the south. I'm going to just show all of these glorious hands this time, and it is a 5, 3, 3, 2. 4 plus 7 plus 3, I don't know. 4, I'm not so sure. 9, 8, 7. I've got a couple entries on the club suit when they want to play that one. But at any rate, 7 and 7 is 14. You know, some people are going to open this one no trump. They're going to give themselves an extra point. I don't think I would. But this person said, I am going to do this. And I talk about when people play online and they play against the robots. And I think John Shribs had a question that I was going to answer, but I was going to save it for another week. But some people, not when they're playing with a partner, partners will never forget when you're playing against robots, they don't remember your bidding styles. So they'll open 13-point hands with, 2 side suits with no honors because the robots will trust you. And they won't call the director and say, it was like a psych bid or whatever. So, you'll find a fair amount. I'm not one of them, by the way, but a fair amount of people that are at top levels, and they'll say, I'm going to open some 14s, some 13s and 14 points when no trump. That's them, not us. But I wouldn't fault a person to do that too much. Would I do it in 4th seat? Yeah, I'd be much more likely to do it in 4th seat, especially where I think they might find a part score in a major. Now it's hard for them to do once they bid one no trump, and so 4th seat, I've played where I made 15 to 17 points, but in the 4th seat, I played maybe 12 to 14. Some things to think about. Anyway, so one no trump is what this joker does, and then it goes off to the next player, and it's a pass. And the north is, let's see, I've got 5, 2, and maybe 3-ish, 2 to 3. My partner did 2 no trump, I'll give it full values. Here, I don't know what I should do. I may just see which way the wind is blowing. So you've got either invitational or game values, depending upon what your thoughts are. So 1 no trump, pass, and you're going to bid 2 clubs because you have a 4-card major, and it's a pass. And you're going to bid 2 diamonds. Sorry, partner. No 4-card major. And they're going to go 3 no trump, let's say. Okay. I had another variation of this hand with something different here. But the opening lead was a club. I think I had a 4th heart in another variation, which is why they didn't lead it. So after 2 clubs, it went 2 hearts. But at any rate, they played the 6 of clubs, top of nothing. And I think a heart would have been better in this auction since you had king, jack, 4th. So, and you can see which are the win cards and the lose cards. But I look at this and I'm thinking, I knew I should have opened 15 to 17. But that swindle deal, can I do a swindle? And I think of this one guy down in Marin County is where I saw do this several times before I figured it out, doing a swindle play in this situation. And, opponents are always contrarian, so when they find you trying to do something, they'll do the opposite. So let's say that I did bid 2 hearts, and I just want to get to the north hand and play from the dummy to my close hand because I'm supposed to have 4, right, in that other auction. So, okay, so I want to get to the north hand. So I go up to the queen, and now I do a heart, which is terrible. You would never want to do this. You wouldn't want to do it. You want to do any other suit. You want to promote that diamond suit. That's what you do. But the opponents know that right away, and they're sharks. They smell blood. So you do the opposite. This is the swindle. A 4 to the 9 and to the jack, and okay. So I've got king jack over in the west, and obviously there must be ace queen in the south, but I got 1. So I'm not going to play hearts back because I know that's what they're trying to do. That's what Michael made me think he's trying to do. So I'm going to try to find another suit rather than play hearts. And so you played a diamond, and oh yeah, there's only a doubleton jack queen, and they win the ace. Oh, it's looking good. Yeah, we found the suit, so they play another diamond, and you're helping to promote my suit. Oh gosh, you won the 2 diamonds there. So okay, so at any rate, then at this point you can see you can not only make your game, but these little pluses mean you make over tricks. You never had any intention to play hearts at all. You just played it one time, and if you haven't had this happen to you, I hope, first of all, there's 3 types of people. The movers and the shakers, the ones that are leaders that come up with the conventions and the best way to have plays, squeezes and things like that. And then there are the people who are always watching, always on the move. They do a lot of research. They're aware of whatever happens. And then there's a third type, the ones that don't know what happened at all. When you're at bridge and you don't know what's going on and you think, oh, isn't that interesting? They just made that auction. You don't even realize you got swindled where you played from a 3-3 suit and they assume that therefore you're trying to promote it, and they play your suit and they see the queen jack of diamonds and they think, well, maybe that's a suit we can nail the declarer in. So I showed you 2 different types of swindles. This one really wasn't part of the negative doubles, but it shows something to help reinforce it. Yes, Grace?
Patty says play a loser on a loser.
Play a loser on a loser.
That might have been a little while.
Oh, okay. But yeah, there are times, and normally this is where in a suit contract where we do a loser on a loser. But in this case, and like I say, the hand was supposed to have been something like this, where it was 4 hearts down here, and I had to give a card up on this side. But now it's a transfer bid. But yeah, one where I could go ahead and bid my heart suit, and then to try to inhibit them by playing the suit, and the opponents therefore are afraid to when you're in a no trump contract where you can't make it. I've seen that happen by Bob down in Marin County. So Bob, thank you for teaching me that. Well, he wasn't trying to teach me that, but I learned that trick real quickly, the swindle. Okay, number 9, and I think probably south is going to be the dealer. And so it starts off 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points, and it is going to be a 1 diamond over by the west. West has a 5, 3, 3, 2 with that ace king 5 times the heart, the outside ace queen. Yep, it is going to be the 1 heart, and the north has got, oh, look at this. North, you've got a different hand this time. So 1 diamond, 1 heart. You've got your 4 spades, but look at those clubs. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. So, and 5 times, I might add. So unless there's 10 5 times against you, you're not going to have to worry about this suit. So you've got 10 plus. You got 5 tricks. We can see that. We'll just say 10 plus 1. And then the spade suit. Jack 4th. I'll give you a point when there's 4 of them. Okay. Nothing for the diamonds and nothing for the hearts. So the question is do you make a negative double or do you bid 2 clubs and then show your spade suit later? Well, if you want to make a negative double, can't fault you for that. But when you've got such a great suit that you can come in at the 2 level, you can show that you've got your 10 plus points, and you've got a pretty good suit here, don't you? Yeah. So you might, if you want to just make the negative double, you may not ever find a small minor slam or 6 no trump, but it's up to you. There are 2 styles to this, and I think that if you ask some different people about this hand and say, what should you do? Should you make a negative double or should you bid 2 clubs? I would hope that the better players would all say bid 2 clubs for now. Show your spades later. And so, at any rate, it is kind of one of the areas that people would like to have a couple drinks over at the bar. Yes, Grace?
We've got a few comments. You want me to read one
I would like that. Good. I'm going to have a little sippy here.
Alrighty. Well, starting here with Bernice, she said a negative X can show both on bid suits.
Well, you're showing 4 of the other major. That's what you're showing, or sometimes 4 of both majors, like 1 club, 1 diamond shows both majors, 4, 4. 1 diamond, 2 clubs, or 1 diamond, or 1 club, 2 diamonds, and you make a double, you're kind of tending to show 2 majors, but maybe 4 and 3 rather than 4 and 4 at the 2 level. Yes.
And John adds, might miss 4-4 spade fit if bid clubs.
That's always the concern. You might miss a club slam too, but that's, we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves there. But you should be able to belatedly look for a fit. And just to answer this, I'm going to just show another auction because this is a very good discussion on you and your partners. Does it deny 4 of the major? And I'm going to show you a good for instance here. So it goes 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 no trump. Does 2 no trump deny 4 spades? Most people would say, yeah, it does. But there are some auctions that Max Hardy had in some of his 2/1 books. Now there's where you can belatedly show that you have the suit. So at any rate, there are some different ideas on this to be sure. Yes, Grace.
Now, this may have been answered in your previous part here, but Ed asked, are negative X 6 to 9 points?
A negative X is 6 plus. So yeah, it could be, I don't know, 21 points, I suppose. Yeah. So you're just looking to show shape. Obviously, the number one thing we try to do is try to find that 8 plus card major, what Audrey Grant, I think, likes to call it, is the golden fit. The golden fit, 8 or more. So, yeah, that's normally what we try to do. Find that hearts or spade fit. That's our first duty and obligation. And that makes good sense. So, okay, so at any rate, all good stuff. So, let's say it is 1 diamond, sorry. 1 diamond, 1 heart, and 2 clubs, and a pass. Okay, after 2 clubs, what do I want to bid? My partners forced me to bid. I'm not going to bid clubs, and I'm not going to bid hearts, and I can't pass. Guess what I have to bid? 2 spades. So is that a reverse? No, I did not break the barrier. My partner already made a bid at the 2 level. I'm just hunting for a fit. So I was kind of forced into it anyway. So John, it worked at least this time. If I had 3 spades, got to bid something, don't I? I guess I'm going to go 2 diamonds, aren't I? Some people would say do 2 diamonds anyway, but no, I'm going to, with ace, king, queen 4 times, I am definitely going to bypass the diamond. I don't know, maybe somebody's going to go to 3 hearts before I know it. So, yeah, I'm going to try to show that when my partner made 2 club bids. So I think we are okay, generally speaking. Okay, so we end up in 4 spades sooner or later. And let's see what we've got. Anything on play on this hand? The opening lead is the ace. And what happens? East, what do you play? For those of you who said the queen,
it has been nailed.
Oh, I've never heard that one before.
Nailed.
It has been nailed. The queen promises the jack, or void after that, singleton. So yeah, say, partner, underlead your king, because I want to come back to you in another suit. It ain't going to be clubs. Trust me, in the morning. So, okay. This is a wonderful time. I've shown you this about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Here it came up again. I thought I would sneak this one in. So now you play a low, Yes, I did have the jack, as I promised. Queen absolutely promises jack, because I know you have ace-king. If your partner has ace and out, then I'm like, what the heck are you doing leading that suit, partner? Yes. Grace, go ahead.
John responded to your previous two spades shows reverse question mark.
No, because you've already gone to the 2-level barrier. When your partner bid 2 clubs, they're saying they have 5 and dime, 5 or more in the suit, and 10 or more points. Once my partner's gone to the 2-level, now we're just bidding at the same level, so I don't have to have any extra points at all.
Oh, that is excellent. And his wife Patty said the exact same thing.
And here's the interesting part of this. Let's say we're not playing 2 over 1, and it's not 2 over 1 once a person's made a bid anyway, but let's say we're just playing standard American. And there is no intervening call. And it started off with 1 diamond, and then my partner went 2 clubs, and then I go 2 diamonds. I decide I bid the diamonds rather than the spades, and my partner bids whatever, and I do 2 spades. Is this a forcing bid in standard American? Yes. You have not got to 2 no trump. And I know some, but yeah, we're not going anywhere. Sorry. When you bid 2 clubs, you said you have 10 plus. And I'm opening, 12, 13 or more. So we have enough points to get to 2 no trump, this 23 points that we should have. So, don't stop less than 2 no trump if you're playing standard American, please. Some people no, I'm just going to play it in 2 diamonds or 2 hearts. No, don't do that. Get your part score in a no trump contract. You're promising enough points to make 2 no trump. And that is why, John, you don't have to have extras once your partner's made a 2-level bid, because you now are happily going to get your 2 no trump contract, and you can bid it slowly if you want to. But be sure that your partner is not, kind of a reticent. They're like, it's getting too high. It's a 2 hearts or 2 spades, and we're bidding slowly. It should be just like 2 over 1. You can be bidding slowly until you get to 2 no trump. Okay, I hope that helps. So, was there anything else on that hand? Well, yeah, I guess that, sure, what we just said, we got to finish up to slaughter me. Okay, so now that you've got in, you want to finish the diabolical task, play your diamond, and it's like, oh man, that's not fair, playing the queen and then coming low to the jack, and now you've trapped me. Maybe you're underleading your ace. No. Son of a gun, you caught me. Good job. And now that you've seen that it's happened to you, you remember, because you've seen this a couple times now, is when your partner leads the ace, and if your partner leads from unprotected aces, then I don't know. Maybe you ought to give your partner a bridge book. That's why. Give them a bridge book and say, this is for your birthday. And I said, well, it's not my birthday.
Or a membership.
Or a membership. I like that. That's right. Take it. Yeah, give a membership to Bridge Hands. Thank you, Grace. But take it. It's like, as Grace said, when somebody offers you a breath mint, take it. Okay, I think that's the 9, so we're ready to go to the next part of this. We have 20 minutes, and gosh, do I have a lot of things to go over. But we've gone through the hands. I'm glad I got those first. I think that worked out pretty well today. So let's go back over here to taking a look at some different types of methods is what we're going to finish up with. And we have quite a few, but I think some of these you've seen before. I open with 1 heart. Lefty opens 1 spade. You bid 1 no trump. Sure, you've got your 8 to 10 or a good 7, something like that. And hopefully around 2 stoppers. Then 1 club, 1 spade, 2 no trump. Well, now you better have 11 or maybe a 12, not a good 12 at any rate. And you've got 2 stoppers, hopefully. Okay, what else? 1 of something, and then the partner makes 2 or 3 of something. Okay, now they've made a preempt bid. I guess they're probably non-vulnerable. And you've got 13 in stoppers. Yeah, you're going to go ahead and bid 3 no trump. You might do it with just 1 stopper, hopefully it's not just a singleton ace. But when you've got a long-running suit yourself, let's say I opened at 1 heart and then they went 3 diamonds and you've got a long-running club suit. So yeah, that would be reasonable too. Okay, how about the case of a long-running minor, like a gambling 3 no trump type of hand. All right, let's take a look at that. 1 heart, and then the lefty bids 3 hearts. Whoa, they bid 3 of our suit. Yeah, it's kind of like a Western Q-bid sort of thing. They're looking, if the partner, if you've got a heart stopper, is that let's try to put it in 3 no trump. So it looks like you got some, when you're playing unusual, the gambling 3 no trump, you usually get ace, king, queen 7 times in one of the minors. And you're saying, partner, if you've got the ace of hearts, would you do that, please? Okay, so that's what that's asking. So there might be an example. See where you've got that nice diamond suit. And the question is, do you have a stopper in the opponent's heart suit? Okay. Next up, 1 club by me. Oh, I think we've already talked about this one. Okay, so I opened 1 club this time, and then 1 heart, and then 3 hearts. And you'd want to have a partnership agreement on this. I think there are some different styles, but it might be a Western Q-bid, and I think most of you would say, yeah, that feels like you're looking for a stopper in that heart suit. Others might say, oh, it shows that you've got support for the club suit and you've got a singleton. I wouldn't recommend that. It just doesn't come up that often that way. I think you're doing, I'm trying to think of who it was. Bob Hammond. Whenever possible, always head for 3 no trump. So yeah, I think I would use the Hammond rule on this and saying, yeah, just do the Western Q bid. When you bid the opponent suit at the 3 level, you're asking partner for a stopper. If not, we'll probably play in 4 clubs or 5 clubs. Okay, 1 heart, 1 spade, 3 spades. Whether you want to play a splinter there, that's up to you once you get to the 3 spade level. But I like Western Q bids. Okay, 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 spades. Okay, not 3 spades, 2 spades. Now we're getting a little bit more sane. Yeah, you didn't make a negative double. That would be for, I guess, more the minors in that situation. But okay, so let's see what we're going to do here. 2 spades invitational with 10 points. And for many, it shows heart support. And I think that's what most people would say. Yeah, it shows that you've got heart support there. Remember, you can't bid 1 no trump. You can't bid 2 no trumps. Those have other meanings. So when people ask me, they say, well, what does that mean? I say it's an all-purpose Q bid. And they go like, does it show heart support? I mean, it may have another type of hand also. We just don't know. Maybe we're going to be in 7 no trump. I don't know yet as far as where we're going to be. I like the idea of an all-purpose Q bid. Oh, there it is. I think we do have it written down there. So maybe it has 1 stopper, maybe it has 2 stoppers, maybe it doesn't. Okay, 1 heart, 2 spades. My partner goes 3 spades, looking for apparently a stopper in the spades for that Western Q bid. And then the next person goes 4 spades. It must be non-vulnerable. Wow. It sounds like we got some law of total tricks going there. It looks like, yeah, they must have 10 spades or maybe 11 spades. We probably didn't have a stopper either. So what do we do on this? Openers rebid. A pass? Is it just to kind of roll over? Well, I suppose if somebody was a passed hand, it might be, but ostensibly if they're not a passed hand, if I did the 1 heart in first or second seat, it is forward going if I pass. Now remember that rule of 23, I hope. Rule of 23, where we have more than 23 or more average points.
Can't see that screen.
Oh, thank you, Grace. Okay, rule of 23. Yep, I'm too big. I'm much too big. There we go. Rule of 23 says when we have 23 or more ordinary points, I'm going to put that down. Ordinary points. Then we need to compete, in which case we either 1, win the auction, or 2, the penalty X. And they're now at the 4-spade level. And yeah, we knew that they have an O-bar, opponent bid and raise. They have a fit. So I believe in that auction where you have ordinary points. Who knows what unordinary points are? Anybody tell me what an unordinary points might look like?
Looks like we're about 10 seconds behind now, so let's give them
Okay,
just a
so
second.
yeah, unordinary points would be like if my spades, excuse me, wait, we're in hearts. Sorry about that. Let's go with the hearts. If my hearts happen to be ace, king, queen, and my partner has got, like jack 5 times or some doggone jack 4 times. These hearts are maybe not going to go so far if we've got a 10-card fit. So I'm hoping not counting those points as setting them. If we have 2 suits and it's hearts and clubs, and they have 2 suitor, which is spades and diamonds, yeah, we may have a problem. So if we have all of our honors, let's say I have hearts and I have clubs, and my clubs are also, man, I feel like I should be playing. My losing trick count is very low. So I feel like I should be going up to 5 spades and maybe not be doubling. Maybe they only go down by 1. Maybe I miss a slam even. So you have to think about that in terms of, you have offensive or defensive tricks on something like that. So hope that helps. Okay. A double would be no interested in bidding on. Obviously, a pass is kind of like I don't know if you call it a forcing pass, but remember that rule of 23. And how about if you were to bid 5 clubs or 5 diamonds after you started with the spades? Well, that sounds like you're Q-bidding a control and you have interest in a slam. It's like you didn't make a 4 no trump bid, but you're instead just continuing the Q-bid just like we normally do. And 5 hearts. What? Wait a second. Ask partner to bid 6 hearts with a spade ace or spade king. That's the way the pros play it. I don't think most of us mortals see it that often. But think about that. You think, yeah, they've come in with this ugly interference, and we don't know. When they got up to the 4 level already, we could have made a pass. We could have made a bid, a Q bid. But if we just go ahead and make a 5 heart bid, some people, the pros, will say, if you have either ace or a king in the spade suit, because I've got the other that you don't have. So in other words, if we have the first 2 rounds of control, then we should be bidding a slam. I don't think too many people are going to remember that one because it comes up so rare. Okay, direct versus the pass out seat bidding. Remember, you borrow the king. Direct seat shows extras, except when you have a misfit. We've talked enough about balancing, and we're obviously thinking about our fit that we have. The vulnerability is important. And how about those tennises, that ace queen or king jack? Are they to your right or are they to your left? If they're to the left, you're going to downgrade, aren't you? And also, what's the vulnerability? What's the risk you have in it? Okay, losing trick count. I think we've talked a little bit about that before, but the once we have a fit with our partner, a 5-3 fit in the major, or it turns out we have this semi-self-sustained suit, a suit quality of 9 as defined by our honors as well as the suit length, then we can go ahead and start taking a look at our losing trick count. So if you just made your first bid, can't count losing trick count, but just on average to give you a feel, normally a hand until you have a fit, and you look at it and you think, well, it's about a 12 to maybe a 15 points. It's about 7 losers. Once you get the fit with your partner, you look at it. A 5-3, 3-2, nothing special about it. That's what you'll expect with that hand. If it turns out that you have 6 losers, you're normally more like about 16 points, but you could be 12 points. And if you've got a 2-suiter, a 5-4-3-1, a 5-4-2-2, those hands are oftentimes going to be 6 loser hands. Take a look at them next time you do have a fit with your partner. I think you'll find that those are about the values. And so figure also that a good non-committal response from your partner, 1 spade, 2 spades, figure them for about 2 covers, aces or kings, or else some finesse opportunities, or maybe a double 10 or something like that in a suit of yours. Okay, so one diamond, two clubs. Should responders pass be forcing? We've talked about that. A lot of good players in match point games would say yes. Imps game, they would say no. If there's a passed hand, probably no. Okay, anything else we have here on this? Well, we have to think once again about the fits and misfits and the vulnerability in these passed hands as we spoke about. Okay, two diamonds by moi, and then two spades by lefty, and you do a double. That's not negative doubles here. We now happen to be penalty oriented. They should, to make that two spade call, they should have more than just 11 or 12 points. Sometimes people do it with preemptive hands. That's weird. You shouldn't bid a preempt opposite a preempt. But it tends to be penalty oriented at this point. Okay, one diamond, three clubs double. Okay. Now, I guess here it's a little bit different. They're in a minor suit, and you would normally like to have 4-4 or 3-4. It tends to be more of a takeout, believe it or not. Your partnership may say, let's just go ahead and play the same way. I get too confused by that. But when you have both majors open, that tends to be what you're asking for. One diamond, three clubs, four clubs. What? Four clubs. Does that ever come up? Well, it's to say, yes, you have 5-5 in the majors. Partner, pick a major. I've got a huge hand, and I want you to be in a major. Maybe it's 5-4, but I think it should be normally 5-5. I think I was playing over in Sonoma one time where it was with one club, two clubs, four clubs. I went 5 clubs. I had such a big hand. And my partner said they had both majors. And this person said, I'm going to really up the preempt. And I said, no, I'll just go to the 5. Well, bid clubs at the first round. So normally it means we've got a really good hands and we're interested in those majors. Okay. One club and then 3 level something. And then you do a double. This typically is a thrump double, looking for 3 no trump. We've talked about it before. If your partner remembers that, fine. If not, well, just don't use the bid. Okay, but 10 points, and you're denying a stopper. But you're asking your partner to go ahead and bid a suit. Yes, Grace.
No, we're good. Patty's stepping out, so we thank you for being here, Patty, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, I think we're just about through here. Also for us, we're getting close, and so let's take a look at a couple more. One club by me, 4 hearts. Now, I don't know what your convention card is, but if you look over on the back side of it there, it's like, how far do you play negative doubles through? And I think I've joked with you about, I should get Marty's book here. I haven't looked at this in a while, but there it is.
We still see the cards. Your screen.
Oh, okay. I'm on the wrong screen. Okay, excuse me, Grace. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Okay. There it is. Points, Moint series, negative doubles, a must-read by every partnership. Very well written, Marty. You did a great job on that. And this, gosh, must be 15, 20 years ago when I got this one. But I think he used to use Devon Press, which was Max Hardy's. And so this has been out for a while. I'm not sure that I see the date on it right away, but it's got on most all of the different bids. And so at any rate, going to this is that what level do you want to play it at? Marty used to say is that when he was forced to do it by the ECBL, he said up through 7 hearts. And then later on he got more mellow and he said, okay, maybe through 4 spades. And I think he and Larry Cohen, that's what they do. So you would have to make a bid in this situation when it was a double after 4 hearts. So, but if it happened to be different auctions, you can have different, like 1 club, 4 hearts, 4 no trump. It says clubs and diamonds. 1 diamond, 4 hearts, 4 no trump is, in other words, they're both takeout bids. Whereas if it was the spade suit, then like if they do 4 spades, then it shows cards. So either partner DSI, do something intelligence, bid, or let's penalize. So 1 heart, 4 spades, 4 no trump, partnership agreement. I think we're getting close to the end. So next, one apple, one diamond, one heart, one spade, a double, and my partner does 2 clubs just to play. That's all it is. This person has said, I'm making a double, and if you had 10 or more points, what would you do? You'd make a redouble, wouldn't you? So because you do that, then making a bid in that lower ranking suit would say, this is just a play. I only have 7 to a bad 10 points, and probably it's a 6-card suit. And it might be like you've only got 5 points. And why are you bidding at all? Because this rascal who made the double, he's getting ready to double and then bid his new suit, or her new suit. And yeah, you can come in and make the awkward auction for them. So that is one where as responder, you don't have to have the points. Grace is looking at me with pensive. You're just getting close. Okay, so one club, double, redouble by the opponent's 2S, 2 spades would be just to play. Normally it's a 5 or 6 card suit. And if you do like that I did with a jump, is like I had this partner, or center hand opponent he was like, you can't do that. You showed extra values. I said, no, it didn't. I said, first of all, there was 12 points or more with the 1 club bidder. And the next person showed 10 points. So you've got 12 points in your hand. Why are you thinking I had like more than 5? I'm just making it hard for him, obstructive, by making a preemptive type bid with a suit that is reasonable. Now, you need partnership agreements apparently with some people on these. Okay, 1 spade, double, 2 no trump. That's the Jordan bid. You remember the Jordan bid? That is where you're not saying that you have stoppers. After a double, it's entirely different. It's almost like getting close to being a, less. It's only invitational with 3 or 4 of your partners major. And I think I'll finish it with this. 1 spade, double, 3 spades. Yeah, modern treatment, that's preemptive. Otherwise, you would have some of these other bids you could make. So Grace has given me the hook, and it is, wait, we're early, Grace. What are you rushing?
Not early.
We're 2 minutes early, baby.
Well,
If you want to get, I do an edited version in the coming week, and then normally by Friday when I send out the link for next Saturday's show, you'll see the edited link for this show to get rid of some of the fluff.
clean it up a little bit.
Yes.
So
at any rate, I think that's about it. So I hope you have a good time. Thanks for your support. And as always, have a great time with Bridge. Work on your partnership agreements and look at some of those previous lessons too.
And Mary, we thank you for being here as well. So I'm glad that you enjoyed the show.
Yes, absolutely. From our friends, dear friends from our international point. Some of them watch it live and others, if you happen to be watching this from Australia or Madrid or some of the other places where we have members, then enjoy it while we're having our night owl. And so have a great weekend.
Happy trails, Ed. Happy trails to all of you. Have a great weekend, and maybe have a barbecue too if you can.
A barbecue.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Happy trails to you until we meet again.